So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. You know, we cover a lot of horror movies. Well, I've got a horror story about Goodwill that I've been wanting to tell. I've held off, but I think I'm gonna finally do it. So let's get into the Goodwill story from hell. Let's go.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
So what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm JeffMan316 right there, like it says on the sign, JeffMan316 Live. Yeah, join me usually Sunday nights around 9 p.m. Eastern. We join up right here on the channel, me and you. We talk about pop culture, talk about physical media, talk about Goodwill, anything you guys want while watching along to a movie. Also hit me up on social media, JeffMan316. I talked to a lot of you guys there, especially like on Instagram, JeffMan316, about things like this. Specifically, one of you guys talks to me a lot, or has in the past, about Goodwill and your good and bad experiences. So I'm going to go ahead and say this. I posted a Goodwill hunt recently, and a comment that was made under there was that, hey, you know, finally a Goodwill hunt. Well, I had consciously made the point that I wasn't really going to support Goodwill for a while until I decided one way or another whether I really wanted to go back in there. Then they opened up a new store near where I work, and so I have gone in there a couple times and recorded some footage. So you will get another Goodwill hunt, but I wanted to let you know why I was hesitant and or didn't want to do it for a while. I've got some really bad feedback about one, and then another one just dropped most of their physical media, and so there's been nothing for me to hunt in there. So and like I said, they've opened up a newer one near me, and so I finally gave them a chance. Found something, so there will be a Goodwill hunt video coming up soon. But what's the horror story? Well, if you go back on the channel and look, and maybe if I'll put a tag up here where you guys can see it. There was a story I did about a terrible experience I had at this same Goodwill that I'm going to tell you about. And the experience was basically, I'm going to go in there and buy something. While I'm looking, an employee comes up, starts pulling the movies off the shelf. I ask them what they're doing. They're saying that the movies have been in there, I guess, past whatever date. Instead of discounting them there, they were taking them in the back. I said, well, once you pull them all, can I look at them? Are you going to discount them? He goes, no, I can't let you look through them. I can't let you sell them. And we're not going to discount them. We're going to throw them away. He actually said they were going to throw them in the garbage. And so if you look at that video, there's a lot of chatter back and forth on the comments about people saying they know their Goodwill throws stuff away. They said that they know, why don't I go behind it and dumpster dive and get them? And I'm like, I'm not going dumpster diving for like 50 cents or $1, DVDs, because it's mostly DVDs in there.
And I love DVDs, right? I like to be about a decade behind everybody else, you know? So I'm just now getting into them. And it's a good time because they're cheap, right?
So that was a little bit ridiculous. Well, that pissed me off. So that was why you didn't get any Goodwill hunts for a while. Then I did a few, but I did it at a different Goodwill store, and they had a lot of stock. And then since then, they stopped selling physical media mostly. Just barely have any trickle in every once in a while. I don't know why. I don't know what changed. Well, earlier this year, I was following one of the Facebook groups talking about Goodwill, and somebody posted a story about the same exact Goodwill that I had trouble with. If you're from my area, you're going to know where it is. I'm going to throw a photo up here. This is the Goodwill I'm talking about. And what was the issue? Well, I took their story and then I put it in ChatGPT and had it regurgitate the text out for me, because I actually found more details about it. The local news covered it because they said that somebody reported it, and then Goodwill actually had an official response to it. So I'm going to tell you their story, which is similar to mine, and then as far as what the final outcome, and then I'm going to read the response, and then I can give you my opinion on what should happen or shouldn't happen. But this is what the person says. Just had a very disheartening experience at the Goodwill on this road. I'm not going to single them out in this video. It's not what it's about. It's just ranting about why this could happen. So they had a very disheartening experience. They dropped off a multitude of clothes, bedding, children's toys, and stuffed animals. As I was leaving by the back of the building, because they do have an exit that goes around the back of the building on one of the side streets, where what I had just delivered to them was being thrown into the trash compactor out back. Very upsetting. My wife called and spoke to the manager upon return, and she stated that they were understaffed and presently had excess inventory.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
I wish they had told me that prior to my stuff just being sent to the landfill. That's the last time I'll donate to this organization. Now, I don't know whether it's a bad location, poor management, or is that what Goodwill tends to do? There's been mixed reactions to my comments, in that last video. Some people said they know they throw that shit away. Now, I did call over and over and over and email, and I finally, way after my initial incident, I got a response, and the manager of that store told me they don't throw anything away, that they do put it in boxes, and the way they dispose of it out of their store is they send it to one of the local, what do you call that, a bin store, is that what they call it, into a bin, and then they let people sort through it. So they say none of our stuff gets thrown away. Trust me, it was just incorrect information that they gave you. And I called bullshit, and a lot of people in the comments called bullshit on that.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit?
Yeah, bullshit. So here's the official response. They put up a nice little photo. Maybe I'll throw it up on the screen over here. Here's the official Goodwill response. We deeply regret the experience that many in this community have shared regarding one of our Lynchburg stores. Well, I went ahead and told you the city that it's in. The reported incidents do not reflect our values or the standards we strive to uphold. We are taking immediate corrective action, including a thorough review of our donation practices and enhanced staff training to ensure protocols are followed consistently. Sounds like to me they're basically admitting, without saying the words, we did throw your shit away. We are committed to regaining the trust in the Lynchburg community through improved communication and more consistent practices moving forward. Goodwill Industries of the Valley. And that's who I talked to about my issue. So, same store, same issue. I think that that's just their common practice, at least in that one store. I don't think, as somebody said on the news post that I read recently, it's almost like you're saying sorry only because you got caught. I don't think if no one had called them out, and I didn't do that. I didn't go to social media, other than I did put something under one of their posts about I needed to talk to somebody about some stuff being thrown away. But until somebody made a big deal of it and posted it out there for the world to see, and made a big deal out of it and reported it to the local news, and it became a big thing, that's when they decided to do something. Now, I haven't seen any reaction since then. I haven't seen anything from Goodwill Industries of the Valley. What did they do? What did they change? What's the new process? If anybody is local to me and recognizes that store or where it is, let me know. But I know people do support the store still. I drive right by it, going to work every day. It opens sometimes around 9 a.m. and if I'm going in that late, there's cars already be packed in the parking lot. So I do know that people are still supporting it, but I have done everything possible, and I will tell you this, I have avoided that store. I have not went back into it. So the Goodwills that I've supported have been the new one, and then the old one, like I said, that really didn't have a lot of physical media, and some trickles in. So I just wanted to know, do you guys have any similar experiences with Goodwills outside? I live in the state of Virginia. Outside of the state of Virginia, or inside. I know there are some people local that watch my channel, so let me know your experiences. Do you think that they still throw that shit away? I think they were throwing away up until that day. I think they got caught red-handed, and then that's when they're going to change their practices. But I guarantee you, I also ask around, there's nothing that from the people that I talk to that comes from my area that goes to the bin store. That bin store is like an hour and a half away or something like that. I can't remember exactly where it was, but they are saying that they don't know that any store in my area sends stuff to that bin store. So I don't know what to believe at this point, and I haven't been to that bin store, and I'm just reluctant to support Goodwill now that I know I got that bad taste in my mouth, and that the stuff that you're trying to get rid of and donate and make money for people that are less fortunate, that they don't give a shit enough about it other than just throw it in the trash. So applaud the person that called them out. I didn't want to do that, but my situation was about physical media and movies. This is about a lot of other items, so applaud them for that.
Golf clap?
Golf clap.
Yeah, I think we all should, for calling out bullshit like this. So like I said, let me know in the comments down below if you know any instances like it. And while you're down there, do all the stuff I always ask you to do. Smash that like button. It's right down there. Like, comment, subscribe. Hey, share the content. Let people know about the channel. If you are a subscriber, you rule. Make sure you hit the notification bell. You'll know when I post new videos. Like the next video, or one here in the next couple of days, will probably be a Goodwill haul video, because I did buy some stuff from one of those Goodwills. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that one as well, and hopefully you could keep supporting me on this channel. And until next time, boys and girls, and hopefully we'll have something more pleasant to report. This has been JeffMan316. I'm your pop culture reporter. As always, I'm signing out saying you guys be safe out there. Don't dumpster dive if you don't have to.
See, now that's some bullshit.